Wait, so you think you've seen it all from Sianoki? Ha 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 ha. My people, wait till you try this authentic kenkey made with millet. I mean, that millet dough that we use for our Hausa kokono. Eh, I made kenkey from it. My name is Sianoki, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you here. So with me here is some millet dough. I have shared a number of recipes on how to make millet dough on this channel. However, this is different, okay? This does not have any spice. And so when I was doing it, I filmed it. So I'll be sharing it with you. So what I did was to divide this millet dough into three parts. I took three portions of the same size, okay, of millet dough, and I am going to cook one part of it. Okay, so this is one part that I placed into my saucepan. I added water. I am mixing this nicely. Okay, and once it's nice and smoothly mixed without any lumps, I add in some salt. The salt should be enough, more than enough, okay, because we'll be adding more dough eventually. So once that is done, you just have to be stirring this continuously so as to avoid lumps. Okay, so I'm doing something on the side, but I'm still stirring. Okay, now I have this corn that I got some time ago. It was a fresh corn, oh, that I was supposed to boil, but I didn't boil it, and it was there, and it was drying, and it was drying, and it turned out this way. So I'm like, you know what, let me just use you for my kinky. So what I'm doing is just peeling the husk from this corn. Usually that's what we use for gankenke. If you don't have this, you can just buy it from our local market. As low as 1 cedi you can get this. Okay, not forgetting my kinky. I'm back to it. I'm back to the flaku, what we call in Adan, what they call in Ghana, the flatter. Hey, no, is this the flatter? I think the flatter is when you mix it too. Hey, please correct me. But me, I'm preparing this like the way we prepare banku. Okay, this has to be cooked nicely like the way we prepare banku. So, I have my ladle, my banku stick, and then I am, I'm grinding. It's sort of pressing it on my saucepan, okay, so that if there are any small pieces of lumps in there, this is going to break it and make our food nice and smooth. Okay, so you want to cook this to perfection, as in you want to cook this to the point that if you are offered this with just some pepper or some soup, you should be able to eat it. Okay, so this should be nice and cooked. Yeah, how will you know? When you taste it, you will know. Last time I asked, they said for you to know that banku is red, is cooked when you hold it. It shouldn't be sticking in your hands. Okay, these were responses from my beautiful subscribers. Last time I asked about how one can tell if their banku is truly cooked. Okay, now another thing I do is that for your kinky to be soft, even if you are doing this with kondo, this part of the dish, this part of the cooking process should be soft. So if you want a soft kinky, make sure that you are having a soft, I don't want to say flaku or flata banku here. Okay, you are having a soft one here. Okay, so that is basically what I'm doing. You can always correct this by adding more water until you get the texture that you want. So that was what I did. I added some water, and for me, I want this to effortlessly fall off the ladle, effortlessly. So if it is not happening that way for me, I just add in some more water until this is nice and soft. So once this is soft, be rest assured that you're going to have a very soft kinky. Very important tip. Okay, so for all my kinky videos that I've shared on this channel, usually I just add the dough to my saucepan and then continue the cooking process. However, the bottom was bent, so I wouldn't want the bottom to be all around in the kinky. Okay, so I'm transferring it back, okay, onto the uncooked ones. You know, when we started, we had three bowls. Two of them were uncooked, one, no, all of them were uncooked. And I cooked one, and then what happened is that I am adding the rest, okay, and I am mixing everything together nicely, thoroughly, perfectly. Okay, so just mix everything together nicely. Basically, how we do our kenkey is the same process, but this time I am using millet. Okay, and I want to say a massive, massive, massive shout out to Amina. Amina is a neighbor of mine. They don't eat corn, so they use millet for everything. Banku. So there was a time I remember that Amina uses millet for banku. We can as well use it for kinky, and that is how this happened. Okay, so um the husk, as you saw, I just put some of the, so now I think this is the flatter, or this is the flatter, please correct me. I think when we mix the cooked dough with the uncooked dough, that is when we have the flatter, or what we call in dangbi flaku. Okay, so I held this at the top, and then you see I am twisting the other one, as you can nicely observe, and then I push it back in. Trust me, when you are doing this with time, if it is the first time, you may struggle, but second time, girl, boy, man, woman, whoever is working, whoever is watching this, you get on top of your game. Okay, so I just go ahead, take one of my husk, and I think because I did this husk myself right now, I have bigger ones. Usually when you buy, you can have very, very tiny ones, and you have to put them together. Okay, so because I did this, I just needed like 2 husks to get this done. So once you are done rolling it, you just find some space in there and push it inside, and we are done. Let's do it one more time. You pick your husk, you put your aflata, your kenkey dough, or however you want to call it, into the husk, and then you cover it with another. If one house cannot fit, you add another and another until everything is covered. Just make sure that it is covered. So once that is done, you hold the bottom and you twist the top while you throw it in your hand like this. Oh, my grandmother will be so proud of me. Ah, she'll be so proud of me. And then you put it together, nice and done. Oh, is this not looking good? This look like a professional. And who guessed? Who guessed that I'm using clay pot for this? If you did, clap for yourself. I'm proud of you. So for the clay pot, I'm going to line this with the rest of the corn husks that I didn't use. This is very, very important. Kenkey takes a long time to cook, okay? So if you don't put this there, it's likely that your kenkey is going to stick to the bottom and then even get burnt. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. So line your pot or whatever you are using with some of the husk, and then pour in some water, just enough water. I remember, like, because kenkey takes a lot of time to cook, there was a time I covered this with so much water, and then by the time I was done, my kenkey was melting. We don't want that. Okay, so just enough water. Let's go out on my coal pot and put my clay pot and then let this cook. After an hour, you have to be checking on this because kenkey requires that every now and then you even top up with some water. Okay, so this hasn't started cooking. This is just about when we are about to cook. Okay, so after some time, I open this and I don't even know why I'm touching it. I really don't know why I'm touching this kenkey, but well, I'll have to top it up with some more water because it is not cooked. This took about 3.5 hours. My grandmother says that there is nothing like overcooked kenkey, so I might as well cook it till my heart's it's at peace. So right now I've taken it off the cool pot. It's in my kitchen. Should I say it? No, 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 I'll say it. Go and watch my other clay pots videos. I'm tired of seeing the same thing. It's ready. It's ready. Oh. Abino, wana betobio, adina wanda, wabino, befakete. Matuniana, wabino, wana betobio, adina wabende, wabino, befakete. Red pepper kakra, green pepper kakra, shito kakra. Nama me nam no, enam no, ɛyɛ tilapia a yɛagrele, ɛna chicken a yɛagrele, atache, Add all the veggies. Wow, unshe. Kroboni ba. Awako arifantini. That's all, man. See how soft this is. Just see how soft this is. Tell me you're not liking this. Tell me you're not feeling this. And if you have not given me a thumbs up, hey, now you too, be so you did. You just subscribe, right? I hope you enjoyed the video, by the way. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in another video. Did I introduce myself? My name is Sianoki. My name is Sianoki. Bye-bye.